Hello. It's still morning. I'm going to say good morning. Today is Friday, February 25th. I am Amy from A Little Farm Quilts. Welcome to my Flosstube number 51. I guess I passed by 50 and didn't even realize it. I'm on Flosstube 51. This is a channel about cross stitch, sometimes some quilting, sometimes some knitting. Today I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I believe I got a bump in subscribers because of a shout out given by Hannah and Hannah Dowling. So if you watch me and you haven't checked Hannah out, you should. She's fantastic. Anyway, I got to meet her at the Steelseries Stitchers Retreat. I'm not going to talk much about that other than I had a great time. So welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you have followed me all this time. If you've been here for a while, you notice my backdrop has changed. And if I'm talking fast, it's because this is take 2. I had to move my office up out of the basement. So if you're new here, I'm a nursing educator and I am pursuing my master's in nursing education currently while working full time. So I am in the middle of writing lots of papers and will be until the end of 2023. Yeah, gosh, that seems like far away. Anyway, my office was in the basement. I live in upstate New York. And if you could look outside right now, you'd understand why it's not in the basement anymore. It's been pretty cold in my basement, although it's great. We have a movie room set up down there. It does stay a little cooler than the upstairs, and I kind of got tired of just being cold all the time. So yesterday, I made the decision to move my office up into my sewing room. So you notice the difference in backdrop. And this right here will change a little bit. And here's my cutting table, which is why I'm making a floss tube today, because everything for the floss tube was building up on my cutting table, which made it very difficult for me to cut anything. So I decided let's do a floss tube today while I have time, because this light is like washing me completely out. Hold please while I adjust that a little bit. There. Maybe that's better. Maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, I decided to move my office up here. Much better. I just whipped out a couple papers. I have time to do a floss tube today. I'm not going to have time next week. So I thought today was the perfect time to do that. So let's talk about February. So February, I went to the Steel City Stitchers Retreat in Pennsylvania. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my light to something a little warmer. Let's see if that helps. Yes, I think that helps. Sorry, guys, just ignore the adjustment. I went to the Steelseries Stitchers Retreat in Pennsylvania. Had a great time, met lots of great people, did some stitching, did not finish my retreat piece, did not FFO it at the retreat, but I have everything to do so if I so choose. So I'm not going to show that because I actually only put about 10 stitches in it at the retreat and it's not even worth showing. But I can show you some other stuff. I have whips, I have haul, and I have plans. I have not a new starts plan, just putting that out there. But my starts are very rarely ever planned per se. So let's show you the first things first. This piece, if you've been around for a while, you know that this piece has become on and off my morning stitch. It is back on to being my morning stitch. The piece is called Lost No More. It's a Dimensions Gold kit. It's done on the kit 18 count cream Aida with all of the kit floss. And I've been working on it since it is my oldest whip. I want to say the 90s, maybe. I think. Yeah. Shameful, huh? But anyway, it's got cat fur out, so please pardon that. He was laying on it in here earlier. So let me see if I get this one glaring piece off of cat fur. I am doing this as it called for. It is still on the frame. I'm not taking it off the frame until it becomes not my focus piece for the mornings. But here it is. This is Lost No More. It's a Dimensions Gold. I've been working over here in this tree line, starting to work it down. Eventually this will be worked straight across, as I have realized that I like to work my full coverages either along the top or the bottom and then up or down depending on where I start, whether it's top or bottom. I enjoy doing that, and so that's how I'm continuing. I'm currently converting all of my pieces to that because I find that this is what I like. I like to see the progress come down or go up. Doesn't matter. And I'm not doing, you'll notice I'm not straying too far with my cross country. I had to rip out a bunch of stitches here this morning because these stitches were put in quite some time ago and I had miscounted. So I made the decision they were over here where they shouldn't have been, and I ripped them back, and I may be taking more out. We'll see as I work it. But that's where he is. That is Lost No More. Called for fabric, the kit fabric, and the called for threads. And then I'm going to move this over. If you could see my desk right now, you would see the mess that is. And I'm hoping that I can clean it up after this Flosstube. The second thing I want to show you is my other full coverage so I can get it moved off the desk. It is Bonded by the Rain. Artwork by Leonid Afromov and charted by Heaven and Other Designs. I am doing this on 25 count even weave, 2/1/10. And remember, I just said that I've been working my full coverages. I'm now working them either straight across the top or straight across the bottom, and then working either up or down, depending where I start. So yesterday I got, I think, 527 stitches in yesterday. Thank you, Pattern Keeper. Working this across the top. I'm gonna there we go. Sorry, I'm just clicking through a couple things. Sorry, a little distracting. So here it is. This is what I worked on. So I worked right here across the top. I'm working it across the top in the first 10 stitches, so the first block, and I'll continue to work across until I hit the corner, and then I will start to work this piece down from the top. I do have some of those bobbies, things that I need to put back on here that hold the threads. I just wanted to get farther across and wait until I put it down for a little bit. But I actually literally just took this off the Lowry, and it's going back on the Lowry, I think, for a little more stitching today. So that's that. What else did I work on? As if I don't know. They're all stacked right in front of me. Okay, well, since we're on a full coverage kick, let's remain on the full coverage kick, shall we? Star Wars characters. I'm stitching this on 18 count Ada, 2/1 full cross. I forget who I got this from, and I misstated it last time I showed this. She is no longer in business either. So, but I'm sure you can find something similar to this if you Google, or if you go on Etsy and you search Star Wars characters, something similar to this will come up. She is no longer in business. This pattern is not Pattern Keeper friendly. So I've been able so far to import page 1 and page 2. So this one I am working by page just because I have no other choice. I don't know if the subsequent pages will import or not. But I spent some significant time on here. And I do have a park thread, so sorry about that. Let me get this. I did not get this cleaned up to show you. Hold on. And you can't really see much yet. I'm kind of taking a color from this corner and then completing it through. And then picking another color and completing it through. I think you can see a couple of faces pop out here. There's one here. But we'll see as it gets more filled in. I'm not sure when this will come back out. I am finding that once I start seeing something on one, I tend to want to keep working on it. And until then, it's a struggle. I'll just put a couple threads in. So that's what this one ends up being. Maybe once some of the faces start to show up, I'll get more motivated. My goal this year on all of my full coverage is to get them all 20 to 25% done. So that's why you're going to see full coverage. And my goal on Lost No More, the Jesus one, is to get that one done completely. So you'll be seeing full coverages in probably every month's update. But this is the Star Wars. Not a lot to see here yet, but it'll get there. I don't know where to put these. Oh, let's put it right here. My other full coverage that I picked up, this one I started this year. I have two more to show you. This is a stitching shelf. Ignore because my printer was malfunctioning. This is an Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I am stitching this on 18 count Aida, 2/1 full cross. I'm not sure that I'm liking the 18 count Aida, but I will say that it's easier for me to stitch on. This one I have not started to convert yet to all the way across the bottom. But you can see where I've gotten. I started in the bottom, if you're looking at it. Nope, it's the wrong way. Sorry, right here. Bottom right hand corner. So right here I'm just starting to get to the snowman right here. But this one I'm now converting to, I'm going to work these threads in and work it all the way across the bottom and then up. So not much to see here on this one either. So this is another one where I'm trying to get a couple threads in, get some time in, and then keep going across the bottom. Yep. So that's that. And one more already reached its goal this year because I started this very impromptu. This is Mini Tree of Life by Jen Delith, Celtic Designs. That's the artwork. It is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. My goal for this one was to get it to 1% and then put it away and work on my others, and I'd already started. So I did that. I am stitching this on 28 count silver gray Lugana in all the called for threads, 1/1 full cross. And you'll see that this one I have not converted. But you'll see this one is a heavy use of waste threads. And if you don't know what waste thread is, it's a way to start and stop without turning over your piece. So let me try to get this wrangled for you. I should have had this done already, sorry. So I've only done the top. I started this in the top left corner. Okay, see? Right there. All these threads full side. But I got the top right corner in there. And this is the piece that made me stop going cross country as much as I was going cross country, because I think that I ran into some counting issues already. Because if I lift the threads away and I show you, see, I would go cross country quite a ways. Yeah. Beautiful colors though. And now that I'm looking at it, I want to stitch on it. But that one really needs to go away until I reach goals on all of my others. And then if I feel like stitching on it, it can come back out. But that's away for the year. Actually, I'm going to put those plastic milk crates underneath my desk here. So every one that I meet the yearly goal for and then I put away is going to go in that crate. What else do I have to show you? All right, let's get the other big mama out of the way first. I did a Zoom call last Friday night I had with Hannah Dowling, Diana, and Trina. and my friend Gail from Gail's Golden Needle last Friday, and we all got together on Zoom and we stitched and we had a good time. I worked on my monster, my chatelaine, mushroom and fern mandala. I am stitching mine on 28 count mushroom Lugana with all the called for threads. Not guaranteeing that mine is perfect by any stretch of the imagination because it is not. And so, let's see, what did I do? I worked, this one's hard to show. Where is it? Oh, I worked over here, right there. So I'm going to put it close up so you can see it. Can you see it? Yes. So in that meadow, the green right here, and then the orange mushrooms I started. And that was while talking on a Zoom. I still love working on this. I honestly just wish I had more time to work on all of the things because I really just want to work on all of them. If I could touch everything every single day, that would be awesome, right? All right, next one. Let's keep going. This was part of a Mandalorian box from Forbidden Fiber Co. This is a pattern designed by her, by Leanne Ross at Forbidden Fiber Co. I think at this point this pattern is in her shop if you're interested in that. I'm stitching it on 36 count Edinburgh linen in the colorway Tumbleweed with all the Forbidden Fiber Co. floss. And this is as far as I've gotten. I'm working on Baby Yoda and then going down and doing letters. But that's where I've gotten. Let's cinch this up a little bit more. Let's cinch this up a little bit more. There we go. So there. Nice stitch. I'm doing 2/2 just because I like the fullness of the 2 threads on the 36 count, which you guys know about me if you've been watching. But her flosses are pretty nice. I mean, these are her flosses for this. My flosses are a mess, just so you know. But, yeah. It's nice colors, right? I could see me using these for other things too. But right now, and I think Mandalorian's going to go away for right now. It is slated for a finish this year, so it's not going away for the year. But it's going away right now. In the to-do pile. I have 2 more whips, and then we'll go into other things. This one is Southern Land by Owl Force Embroidery. I just had a hankering to work on, you know, something with fewer colors. I haven't really been back into my samplers yet. Have not been feeling them as much. I think it's because of all the color changes. But, you know, it's all good. They all get their time, right? My threads are a mess. These are the threads for the Owl Forest Embroidery, Southern Land. They're all DMCs. I'm stitching in all the called for DMCs. Pretty, huh? I'm stitching this. I'm pretty sure this is 36 count Edinburgh linen in white, which you won't often see me stitch on white. But here you go. I worked on some of this blue right here, the blue border. And then I worked some in that middle vine that you see. I think every time I do a floss tube, I put these, I haven't stitched on Southern Land in probably a week. But then I pull it out and I feel like I want to stitch on it again. So I guess, you know, that's an indication that eventually the project will be finished, right? Because I still want to stitch on it. But, yeah. that I have fun with that too. I like all my projects. I have now got my whips weeded down to the things that I really, really, truly want to work on and nothing else. So this one I worked on at the retreat, and then I worked on it again, I don't know, a couple days ago. This is a Mirabelia. It's one of two that I have going. This one I'm going to work on during the winter kind of months. And Queen of Freedom I'm going to work on the rest of the year. So whatever I can get done on this before. I did not put any stitch goals on my Miras, just that I was going to stitch on this one during the winter months and the Queen of Freedom during the other months until they're done before I start another. Because I have one more Mira in my stash. But this is Royal Holiday by Mirabilia. I am stitching mine. I'm not stitching on the called for. You're going to see that. It's got the called for floss. I thought for sure I had the fabric name here. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's by Under the Sea Fabrics. No, it's from Fabrics by Stephanie. But I don't remember what it is. And here you go. I've been working on her dress. Let's see if I can get this managed a little bit better. I'm working on her dress. So I've been working in this part and then working down from here. So I'm kind of working on a diagonal here. Kind of going up and down. Just because that's where the colors lay and how they lay. So I really like it on this fabric. I cannot wait to get more of it done. And as it looks outside, we got more winter to go. So I don't think I'm going to be lacking for time to work on it. I do have, because today's the 25th, I told you I was going to put Bonded in the Rain back on the stand. It will go up back on the stand, but the other one that's going to get some love today, I did pull a Christmas piece out to hopefully get some love. And that would be Kringles by Little House Needleworks. I really would like to get this done. I don't think that's my goal this year, but I would like to get this done. It's really far from done. It's really, really far from done. This is where we're at right now. But I would like to give this some love. I don't know. Maybe I'll work on this today because it's the 25th. Yeah. At least give it some. So that's my plan, other than to like rotate all of my other projects through. What I am doing is nothing structured. I look back now, and I should have probably done a whip go board with my goals on, but honestly, I just tweaked my yearly goals I want to say a couple weeks ago. Like my full coverage, I'd like to get them all to 20 to 25%. I'm not sure that that's realistic, but we're going to try. I have 15 finishes slated for this year. So we'll see. I don't have any starts scheduled. That does not mean I won't start something. But, yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to start with the cross stitch haul because I went to retreat, so you know I have some, right? And then I will move. I just have a couple small things for knitting and quilting that I'll show you. And then we will be done. You still hanging in there? Okay. So let's talk about what came before I went on retreat. So what came before I went on retreat is I was, until very recently, in the Fabric of the Month Club for Be Stitch Me and also the Fabric of the Month Club for Grace Notes Fabrics. I love both of their fabrics. I can't stitch fast enough to use them all. And now if I showed you my fabric stash, you would laugh. But this is the latest I got from Be Stitch Me. It's called It's a Mystery. I got a 36 count linen, and honestly, I may have shown this to you before. That's really not showing true to color. Let me see if folding it up helps. That's closer, but it really is not doing it justice. Maybe a little bit better. It's beautiful. I have so much fabric now that it is crazy. Like, I have probably enough fabric for me to start almost any project I want to start at the moment. With that, I was getting the silk of the month. And so it's coordinating with the fabric. And these are the silks. And they are absolutely, let me see if I can get something neutral to show them against. These are really pretty. They're like a dusty, like I would actually go for these colors. These are not, they're kind of dusty colors, if you know what I mean. And I like them. We've got kelp, jade, fluorite, huckleberry, and mystery. Maybe against my sweat. There you go. Very pretty. Can't wait to use those. Those will go in my brandy stash that's up here above my head. Then I got, I decided to join Lindy Stitch's Bird of the Month Club. And my first one came. It is black-bellied whistling ducks. So that came with a pattern, which I'm not going to show you. It came with a bunch of stickers and photos, and it came with the one skein of specialty floss that it requires from Threadworks. So it came with this. It's a little deeper than that. That's showing a little light there. But this is the pattern stitched up. I don't know when she will release these if you're not part of the club. I'm not sure that I will. I probably won't start any of them anytime soon, but I like supporting Lindy Stitches, as I like supporting many artists, and sometimes just my way of supporting them is buying their stuff. Okay, so now on to haul for my retreat. I did pick up, she had a nice size piece of 28 count Lugana Easy Count. Not that I'm starting another Hayed anytime soon, but I do like the Easy Count a little bit. I'll use it or not use it, it really doesn't matter. But she had it, so I got it. I also picked up some Liz Matthew patterns. So I shocked myself, and then it's not that I don't like Liz Matthews stuff or Kathy Barrick stuff. I just have never bought any of their patterns, have not stitched any of their patterns. And honestly, the last couple of years I've had enough whips where I really haven't. I think I have one of Kathy Barrick's. It's the one with the crow on it. But I haven't stitched any, and I don't have any of Liz Matthews. There's a lot that I've liked. And I'm going to be really honest when I start showing these. I'll tell you why. So these, the first day of Christmas sampler and tree. All right, so every time I look at this, I like the tree. I like the tree. I don't have a lot of shelving to put anything like that on. And then this, just seeing the pattern, I like the tree better. Do you know what I mean? So I just never got them because I don't have shelves to put those trees on. So I don't have a lot of that kind of area where I have wall space I can hang things, but not so much space to set things. So I never really got into although I like them, I never bought them to stitch. At the retreat, these were all these days of Christmas, the 1st through the 5th, because I think she just released the 6th one. Or for Nashville, I think the 6th one is coming out. They were all stitched, and they were sitting there all stitched, and they were absolutely beautiful. And I think sometimes the pictures on the pattern don't do them justice. I think that when you see them stitched, whether it be at a retreat or at your local needle workshop or whatever, they brought them to life, and I fell in love with these. So I ended up getting the first one. I got the second, which I absolutely fell in love with this stitch piece. I got the third. I got the fourth. And guess what else I got? The 5th. So I got all of these. They were there stitched on 40 count fabric. Fog linen from Pictures Plus, I believe, is what I think all of them call for that, maybe. No, this one's 36 count fog. I'm going to put them all on the same count, the same type of fabric. It may be just a 40 count white linen or a 36 count white linen, but I like the looks of these a lot, so I've purchased all of them. Then they had some kits there, some Bothy Threads kits, and it's on 14 count Ada, which is not my favorite. That's the kit fabric, so I may adjust out the kit fabric. But this one struck my fancy, and before I flip it over and show you, I'm going to tell you why. I'm the mom of 4, and there have been times when I've been called Mama Duck. The reason I don't know if you've seen the tree tattoo on my arm. The 4 birds are my 4 kids flying the coop. It's a thing in my family. For me, it may not be so much for my kids, but it definitely has been for me. But I have been called Mama Duck before, both in Sunday school and my kids sometimes. And yeah, so I saw this kit and I had to. I just had to. Look at the 4 kids and the Mama Duck. I am definitely switching out the Ada on this, and probably I have to look at the pattern to see if there's fractionals and all that stuff to decide what I'm going to do. But I'm definitely going to at least go to like a 28 count something. I will probably try to do a 36 count unless, like I said, unless they're fractionals that I need to deal with, that I don't want to deal with that tiny. But this is so me, and if I start something in the near future, it will be this probably. Just because, right? And then after I got back from retreat, I had ordered my first ever order from Nitka Moscow. And I'm going to tell you, I just ordered because I wanted to order from her. I love Barbara Anna designs. I have yet to finish one, but I do love them. And I'm hoping to finish one sometime very soon. I have heard Deer from the Primitive Stitcher and Punch Needle magazine, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, on the go and almost done. And so I wanted the girls. I wanted these girls. And I'm not going to tell you why I wanted them, but I did. And I just love them. And I wanted to order from Nitka Moscow and get the infamous tube, Nitka. And I'm so thrilled. Like, I would order from her again in a heartbeat. She has other stuff on her site that I would absolutely love to try. Some of her embroidery kits and things like that. It came in a neutral linen. With a neutral linen to stitch all 4 of them on. So it came in one piece. So I'm just trying to decide what I'm going to do with that. Whether I'm going to stitch all 4 of them together. It even has a needle in the top corner. So it has that. It has the patterns in here. And then it has all the threads braided. It's just cute. Super cute. Absolutely super cute. And so that's on the docket someday as well. But I was excited to get that. Absolutely excited to get that. Yeah. And it was a pleasure doing it. And it was actually here quite fast. I think I ordered it. It might have taken about 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Not long enough for me to notice that it took that long, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah, it was fun. It was nice. It was nice. I've been wanting to order from her for a long time, and I see everybody show the tubes, and it was just one of those things. I don't know. It seems ridiculous, right? So I just have a couple haul from knitting. So this is from Forbidden Fiber Co. I am in the Yarn of the Month Club from her, and so I'll show this on here. I have one of those, which, let's show that first. This was Yarn of the Month. This is for Tangled line. I was making socks. I'm still making socks. I just haven't worked on them in a long time. So I have this. I guess I should take it out of the bag to show you. Hold on. I should have thought of that beforehand, sorry. This is Tangled. Here you go. Very pretty, right? And then I bought a sheep punk mini set. And I think I'm going to try to make a cowl out of these. So it came like this. Sheep punk. This is Hidden Atlas. This is Thaddeus. I don't know the name references. If you guys know, clue me in. This is Ingenious Conspiracy. See how it goes to a deep blue at the end. This is Erie Canal. This is Aquatic Sprite. It's got a dark green. And then this is Nefarious Intentions. They're just pretty. So I've got all that. And then I have put 2 quilt blocks together for my Nebula quilt from Tulip Pink. Here is one of them. And here is the other. Aren't they pretty? And that's why I'm clearing my cutting table, because I have ones ready to put together that I need to cut some things for. But that's it. I think I'm done. Wow, 36 minutes. I may or may not edit this video. We'll see. But thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And interact with me. I'm sometimes MIA on Instagram and then sometimes not. It really depends on the time I have. But you can follow me over on Instagram. Please like and subscribe here on my channel. If I can hit 500, I will be doing a giveaway, and trust me, it'll be worth your while. Other than that, have a great day and stay warm if you're in the Northeast. All right?